brand better than Toyota or more reliable. But believe it or not, nowadays, some people are questioning whether you should just, instead of buying a Lexus, buy a top trim level Toyota instead. They were claiming that Lexuses are overpriced and that reliability is falling across the board, whether it's a Lexus or Toyota. So today we're going to investigate those claims and just look at, maybe they're right. I personally agree with them, and you're free to have your own opinion, but I'm just going to kind of shape it here, right? I think we all remember when Lexuses were quite different, right? The features that you got on a Lexus were different from the features that you got on a Toyota because the Lexus was generally designed to make your life better, right? It was just designed to make your life better and easier. Now, it didn't have a screen or anything fancy, but it had the comfortablest leather seats you've ever seen, maybe even heated on the top or trim levels, and it was overall just a nicer experience to own a Lexus, not to mention a status symbol at that. But nowadays, it seems like that's not really a thing anymore. This is the brand new Toyota Camry. 2025 just came out, and if we look at the interior, you'll find that it is quite lavish. You've got heated seats, two-stage heated seats, no, heated and cooled seats. You've got a large screen, you've got a wireless phone charger, you've got a fully digital gauge cluster, you've got a leather interior on the XSE trim levels, and this is a very sporty, nice-looking car. And then if we look at the Lexus, what's the difference? It's still a very nice, great-looking car, but the only features that the Lexus has that the Toyota doesn't is it's a status symbol and it has a clock. That's pretty much it, aside from some other gimmicky Lexus-y features that I'm sure no one will ever end up using. So I can see where they're coming from here. A lot of the features on a Lexus are A, not needed, or B, just stupid, not needed, not necessary, not wanted for the most part, compared to the features on a Toyota, where some people would say that the Toyota is also overly featureful, right? Essentially, the answer to all of this is Toyotas have just gotten more luxurious and better over the years, where Lexus doesn't really fit in anymore, right? Toyotas have become so luxurious in their top trim levels, it's just worth it to buy a Toyota. Now, a big reason why you would buy a Lexus rather than a Toyota was because of that good old fabled, Toyota reliability. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of difference, but the price tag, obviously. Lexus ES starts at $42, the Camry starts at $28, nearly a $20,000 difference, which is a decent amount if you have ever touched a dollar bill before. And yeah, but a big reason why you would want one of these vehicles is because of the reliability. That's not happening anymore. Toyotas are getting less and less reliable. The Tundra is the second least reliable truck of this year, and Toyota, even when your car does go 6 ways to Sunday, go to hell, just completely destroys, like catches on fire, they will blame it on the tires and not fill your warranty, right? Now, this is another claim. Toyotas, indeed, in fact, in my opinion, have been getting less and less reliable over the years. That is an undeniable fact. So much to the point where buying a Lexus isn't really more reliable than a Toyota anymore. They're pretty much both equal. They're both run by big corporate companies that don't really care. And the argument of both of them, there's also another argument where, like I said before, Lexuses used to be very, very different. If you bought a Lexus, you got some nicer styling, a better car overall, nicer suspension, a lot of stuff under the hood that just makes your driving experience better compared to the cheaper, down and dirty Toyota that was designed to deliver pizzas for Pizza Hut, right? And nowadays, the Toyota is so luxurious and so nice, there's not really much they can add to the Lexus, except, put that price tag up there and design it better. But I kind of disagree with that. It's always been kind of a meme. I used this once. Lexuses always kind of look like Toyotas, if you know where to look, right? This is a Toyota Camry interior from 2005, and this is a Lexus ES interior from 2005. Now, sure, this one has navigation and a bunch of other fancy stuff, like wood and dual zone climate control, but other than that, can you really see a difference? Can you see any major change? Not really. Like I said, there's still a lot of stuff under the hood, but Lexuses have always been similar to Toyotas. Just overall a better, nicer driving experience, which they still kind of are. So I would argue it's not that Lexuses have gotten any worse, or Toyota has gotten any worse, as it is, as the main reason here. I would say Lexuses have just gotten so expensive where they don't matter anymore. Like, the base price of one of these Lexuses, I believe, was around $30,000. The base price of the Camry was like $12,000. So that was a big difference back then, right? And if you had a lot of money, you could buy a Lexi. Nowadays, they're a lot more expensive, and they just don't really make sense. If you own a business and you have a lot of money, Do you want a status symbol or something that's going to get you to work every day? A large part of this is people just becoming more conscious in what they want to buy. I remember a lot of times in the thousands, wealthy people would just walk into a dealership, slap their money on the counter, and just say, give me the thing that looks the most fanciful. In fact, many people today look up cars. That was one of the trended things that YouTube recommended to me. Cheapest cars that make you look rich. A very shallow way of purchasing a car. Nowadays, Toyota, especially Toyota buyers, are more vigilant in the cars that they buy, not just going, oh, I buy Toyotas in general, but specific models, as specific models are known to get better reliability than others, especially nowadays, right? And, like I said, Toyotas have just gotten more luxurious. This is what I think is a really good comparison. This is a 2010 Toyota Camry LE. You can see it's a radio, single-zone climate control, pretty simple, clock up there. This is a 2010 Lexus CS. You've got a little screen, you've got a big screen, you've got dual zone climate control, so you can see where the features, they were there. So Lexus was more different back then, but I still don't think that's the main reason. I would just say, in this current economy, with prices skyrocketing and people just wanting a car with four wheels to take them to work, such an expensive car doesn't really make sense to the average buyer anymore. So are Lexuses any worse? Short answer, no, they're not. They're just way more expensive, and Toyotas are just way nicer. So, yeah, with that, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys